You're suffocating your own dreams. Yeah, you heard that right. While you're over there, gripping life so tight your knuckles are white, you're strangling the very thing you're trying to protect. Control is a lie we tell ourselves to feel safe. But safety is the most dangerous place you can live. Here's the hard truth nobody wants to hear. That child who couldn't sleep the night before their first day of school wasn't afraid of school. They were afraid of not being perfect. That parent who hovers over their teenager isn't protecting them. They're suffocating them. That entrepreneur who's rewriting their business plan for the 100th time isn't being thorough. They're being terrified. You want to know what trying too hard looks like? It's the mother who's so afraid her son will get hurt that she never lets him climb the tree, so he never learns to fall. And when life inevitably knocks him down, because life always does, he doesn't know how to get back up. She thought she was protecting him. She was actually destroying him. 20 years later, that boy is sitting in therapy wondering why he's so afraid of taking risks. Why every challenge feels like a threat instead of an opportunity. It's the father who works 80-hour weeks trying to provide the perfect life for his family, missing every birthday, every bedtime story, every quiet moment that actually makes life worth living. He's controlling the bank account while losing control of what matters. His daughter grows up thinking love means absence. That worth is measured by what you produce, not who you are. He gave her everything except the one thing she needed most, him. It's the college student who's so obsessed with getting perfect grades that they never learn anything. They memorize, they regurgitate, they perform, but they never discover. They graduate with honors and no idea who they are or what they actually want. They spent 4 years trying to control their GPA while their soul withered from neglect. Stop lying to yourself. You think you're working harder for your dreams? You're working against them. Watch a child learn to walk. They don't analyze the biomechanics of balance. They don't create a strategic plan for foot placement. They don't read books about walking or watch YouTube tutorials on proper stride technique. They fall. They get up. They fall again. They laugh. They actually laugh at failure. They get up again. They trust the process so completely that failure becomes just another step towards success. But somewhere along the way, we lose that trust. We start believing that if we think hard enough, plan hard enough, worry hard enough, we can prevent every possible failure. So we grip tighter, control more, and we wonder why everything feels so damn hard. You know what happens to a bird that's held too tightly? It dies. Not from cruelty, but from love that doesn't know when to let go. The person holding the bird thinks they're protecting it from the dangers of the world. The storms, the predators, the uncertainty of flight. But in trying to shield it from all possible harm, they eliminate all possible joy. The bird was born to soar, not to be safe. Your relationships are dying because you're trying to control them. You're so afraid of being hurt that you script every conversation, manage every outcome, try to anticipate every possible rejection. But love isn't a transaction you can manage. It's a mystery you have to trust. That person you're trying so hard to impress, they can smell the desperation from a mile away. They don't want your performance. They want your presence. They don't want your perfection. They want your truth. Your career is stagnating because you're afraid to take risks. You're waiting for the perfect opportunity, the guaranteed outcome, the risk-free path to success. But success doesn't come with a warranty. Every person who ever achieved anything meaningful had to bet on themselves when the odds weren't clear. They had to trust their preparation, their passion, and their ability to figure it out as they went along. Your dreams are withering because you're more invested in avoiding failure than creating success. You've convinced yourself that if you just plan a little more, research a little deeper, wait for the perfect moment, you'll be ready. But ready is a myth. Ready is what scared people call tomorrow. Ready is the enemy of done. There's a reason why the most powerful forces in nature can't be controlled. Water doesn't ask permission to flow. It finds a way around every obstacle, through every crack, over every barrier. It doesn't fight the rocks, it shapes them. Fire doesn't negotiate with wind, it dances with it, grows stronger in its presence, or finds a new direction to burn. Mountains don't apologize for standing tall. They endure storms, earthquakes, and time itself because they know their purpose isn't to be comfortable, it's to be magnificent. But you're trying to be everything to everyone while forgetting to be anything to yourself. You're so busy managing everyone else's expectations that you've lost touch with your own desires. You're performing a life instead of living one. That promotion you're chasing so desperately, the harder you chase it, the more desperate you look. Desperation repels success. Confidence attracts it. But confidence isn't about knowing you'll win. It's about knowing you'll be okay if you lose. The person who gets promoted isn't the one trying hardest to get promoted. It's the one doing the best work because they love the work itself. The relationship you're trying to force? Love doesn't respond to pressure, it responds to authenticity. You can't convince someone to love you by being perfect. You can only invite them to love you by being real. All those walls you built to protect yourself from rejection, they're also keeping out connection. The very thing you're trying to control is the thing that can't be controlled. Love is a choice people make freely, or it's not love at all. The success you're trying to manufacture, success isn't built, it's attracted. It's attracted to people who show up consistently, who deliver value generously, who fail forward fearlessly. You can't force success, but you can become the kind of person success is drawn to. Here's what control really is. It's fear wearing a business suit. It's insecurity disguised as strategy. It's the part of you that believes you're not enough, so you have to manipulate everything around you to feel worthy. It's the voice that says, if you don't control everything, everything will fall apart. But everything is already falling apart. Everything is always changing. The only constant is change, and the only way to thrive in change is to become comfortable with uncertainty. Think about the last time you truly felt alive. Not comfortable, not safe, alive. Was it when everything was going according to plan? Or was it when you threw the plan out the window and trusted yourself to handle whatever came next? Was it when you were in complete control, or when you surrendered to the moment and let yourself be surprised by what you were capable of? The moments that define us, the ones we remember on our deathbeds, they don't happen in the safe zones. They happen when we're brave enough to let go of the script and trust the story that wants to be written through us. They happen when we stop trying to control the experience and start showing up fully for whatever experience wants to emerge. That first kiss didn't happen because you planned it perfectly. It happened because you were present enough to recognize the moment and brave enough to lean in. That breakthrough at work didn't come from following the manual. It came from trusting your instincts when the manual ran out of answers. That moment of genuine connection with another human being didn't happen because you said all the right words. It happened because you were vulnerable enough to say the true words. You want to know the difference between champions and everyone else? Champions prepare like their life depends on it, then compete like it doesn't matter. They put in the work, then trust the work. They control what they can control, then release everything else. They understand that pressure is a privilege, that nerves are excitement in disguise, that the moment of truth is where preparation meets opportunity. That boxer stepping into the ring isn't thinking about every possible combination their opponent might throw. They've trained their body to react, their mind to stay calm, their spirit to stay strong. When the bell rings, they let go and let their preparation take over. They don't try to control their opponent, they trust their ability to respond to whatever comes. The fight is won in training, but it's expressed in the ring through surrender, not control. The surgeon making a life or death decision isn't paralyzed by all the things that could go wrong. They've studied for years, practiced on countless patients, prepared for this moment through dedication and discipline. But when they make the first incision, they're not thinking about medical school or their success rate or what happens if they fail. They're present, they're focused. They're trusting their hands to know what to do and their heart to guide them through the unknown. The pilot flying through a storm isn't trying to control the weather. They can't change the wind or stop the rain or command the lightning to strike elsewhere. But they can trust their instruments, trust their training, trust their ability to navigate through turbulence to the calm on the other side. They work with the storm, not against it. They find their way through uncertainty, not around it. You've been preparing your whole life for this moment. Whatever moment you're facing right now, every failure taught you resilience. Every heartbreak taught you strength. Every disappointment taught you determination. Every obstacle taught you resourcefulness. Every setback taught you comeback. You already have everything you need. The question is, are you brave enough to use it? Stop trying to control the outcome and start commanding your effort. Stop managing the results and start mastering your response. Stop directing the movie and start being the star. The star doesn't worry about the lighting or the camera angles or what the critics will say. The star shows up, delivers their truth, and trusts the audience to receive it. That fear you feel when you think about letting go, that's not warning you about danger. That's excitement disguised as anxiety. That's your soul trying to tell you that something real is about to happen. That nervousness isn't a stop sign. It's a green light. It means you're about to do something that matters, something that will stretch you, something that will reveal what you're truly made of. The tightrope walker doesn't focus on falling, they focus on the next step. They don't think about the distance to the ground, they think about the balance in their body. They don't fear the rope, they trust it. They've walked this line 1,000 times in practice, and now they're walking it for real. The danger is real, but so is their preparation. The risk is real, but so is their skill. The mountain climber doesn't obsess over the summit. They trust their feet and their training. Each step is a choice: retreat to safety or advance toward the goal. They don't climb the whole mountain at once. They climb one step at a time, one breath at a time, one decision at a time. They can't control the weather or the terrain, but they can control their commitment to keep moving forward. The artist doesn't force inspiration. They show up and let it flow through them. They don't wait for the perfect idea or the perfect moment or the perfect move. They show up to the canvas, the keyboard, the stage, and they trust that something wants to be created through them. They become the vessel, not the source. They become the instrument, not the musician. The universe is conspiring in your favor, but you have to get out of its way. You have to stop trying to micromanage miracles and start trusting the process that brought you this far. Every step you've taken, every choice you've made, every challenge you've faced has been preparing you for this moment. Not the moment when everything goes according to plan, but the moment when you're strong enough to handle it when it doesn't. You are not the director of this movie, you are the star. Stop trying to control the script and start delivering the performance of your lifetime. The script is being written as you live it. Your job isn't to know how it ends. Your job is to show up fully for every scene, to bring your whole self to every moment, to trust that your story is worth telling even when you don't know how it ends. Your dreams aren't fragile things that need to be protected. They're powerful forces that need to be unleashed. But you can't unleash what you won't release. You can't soar while you're holding on. You can't discover what you're capable of while you're busy trying to avoid failure. So here's your choice. Keep holding on to the illusion of control and watch everything you care about slip through your fingers, or let go and discover what you're truly capable of when you stop getting in your own way. Keep trying to force life to match your plans, or trust yourself to handle whatever life has in store for you. Keep playing it safe and staying small, or bet on yourself and see how big you can become. The choice is yours. It's always been yours. But you can't make it from a place of fear. You can only make it from a place of faith. Faith in yourself, faith in the process, faith in the possibility that life wants to give you something even better than what you're trying to control your way into getting. Trust the process. Trust your preparation. Trust yourself. And then let go and watch what happens when you stop trying so hard and start being so real. When you stop performing and start participating. When you stop managing and start living. That's where the magic lives. That's where miracles are born. That's where you become who you were always meant to be.